We welcome you in to Game 2 of a doubleheader and two-game set in the Brass City here at Municipal Stadium in Waterbury. It'll be the Goldey-Beacom Lightning taking on the Post Eagles here. First pitch getting ready to get underway here. First pitch, 234 for this one. Couple minutes after the original supposed to be start of Game 2, which was 2:30 after the walk-off finish in Game 1. 2:34 your start of game. Swing and a miss there to the leadoff hitter, Barmer, the right fielder. Played in both games. Played in last game, now in this one. This one is swung on. Foul territory. Third baseman looking to get it. Reaches over, makes the play. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, what a play there from the hot corner. Hunter Keller, are you serious? Boy, that is a great play to make. And he's got family in attendance. It's senior day here. Just an astonishing catch there. He just kind of reached over and scooped it right up. Here's the pitch. This one is swung on. That's popped up. On the run, the right fielder will make the grab. Quickly, two are gone. The Eagles look for a two-game sweep of the Lightning. If they can do that, they'll move themselves into second place in the standings. No other teams play today, so nobody else is getting in their way if they do that. I mean, man, I'm still thinking about that first play of the game. Man, Keller, what a catch there. That one is outside. Again, senior day, so his family in attendance. They've been in attendance mostly every game, to be honest. But they get to see a sick play there from him. Eagles looking to pick up a win here. They'll move up to second if they do. Swing and a miss from Joey Current. 261 average coming into this one. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 the count. Schrage, the pitch. This one is grounded to short. Toss to first is going to be in time for the out. 1, 2, 3, go the Lightning. We head to the home half of the first. Back here on the CACC Network as we get started for the first time today in Game 2 for the Eagles. On the offensive front, 1-2-3 went the Lightning. In that first half inning, they're looking for a 2-game sweep of Goldey-Beacom, who now has 8 straight losses, 5 straight road losses. Meanwhile, the Eagles snapped a 2-game skid, as that one is going to hit Dolan, so we'll have a runner aboard to start us off. Boy, that's got to hurt. So after the hit by pitch, that'll bring up Joey Cohen. Cohen, a 286 average this season, 19 RBIs. The starter, George Starr, for Goldey-Beacom. He comes into this one, 50 innings of work, 65 hits allowed, and a 4.42 earned run average. Go to first. Nothing doing. Starr, the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike. Starr, a sophomore out of Franklinville, New Jersey. Checks on the runner at first. Still nothing going on there. He's a righty at 5'10", 175 pounds. He comes into this one with a tall task of trying to lead the Lightning to a victory. That one's going to end up getting bobbled over at third, and that's going to be an infield-style single. Oh, in comes the hero from Game 1. He hit the walk-off to give the Eagles a win. It's Manny Contreras. One hit in that ball game, and it couldn't have come in a bigger spot. Looks at a ball outside. Starr gets set. 2 runs on, nobody out. The pitch, that one right down Main Street for a strike. One and one the count. That one's in there for a strike. Make it 1-2 now. Contreras, 365 average with 38 RBIs. Looks to maybe get a couple of RBIs here. That one just high for a ball, 2-2. And the lights are on here at Muni. It's a 2:43 in the afternoon. The lights are on. This might be the earliest they've seen that in a while. A very gloomy day here. And it's supposed to be a rainy one. Not yet, though. That one fouled off. 2-2 still to count. Starr sets, checks over at second. The pitch. This one is swung on. Foul territory. On the run, the first baseman is going to be there to make the grab for the out. So Contreras pops out in foul territory for the first out in this half inning, and that'll bring up Andrew Hartman, the right fielder. Two on, one out. Hartman, a 336 average, 50 RBIs, one of the best in the conference at bringing in runs. Looks at a strike. His 50 RBIs are third in the conference. And he swings and fouls this one away. Starr sets. Hartman in the box. Checks over at second, Starr does. The 0-2. Here it is. Fouled away. Hartman stays alive. The pitch. This one is swung on, fouled away. A long foul ball. Starr checks over at second. The pitch. This one is swung on, fouled off again, staying alive. Two on, one out. Checks over at second, slides back in time. Here is the 0-2 from Starr. Fouled away. Hartman really battling this one out now. Hartman steps into the box. Starr, the 0-2. This one is fouled off again. Oh, man, what a battle he's got going on. Two on, one out. Hartman looking to pick up extra RBIs, third in the conference on that front. Swings and hits this one over the head of the first baseman. That might bring in a run. They're going to wave him home. He's going to get in there for the first run of the ball game. Hartman gets an RBI single. Now sits at 51 RBIs on the season. Now the Eagles this time take an early lead. Goldie has really struggled from behind so far as of late, so Eagles picking up a lead. They want to extend it as that one is looked at for a strike by Hunter Keller. Now, Goldie has been struggling on all fronts, but especially on coming from behind. When they're trailing early, it's not good for them. This is a team that has now lost 8 straight ball games. Trending in the wrong direction as the CACC tournament looms. Entered the day as the number 2 seed, but of course nothing is clinched yet. Strike there. Except for their playoff berth, which they have clinched, as well as the Eagles. Both these teams top 4 entering the first ball game. This one is swung on softly to the pitcher down that first base line. Keller will stop in his tracks as he is tagged out. That'll be a 1 unassisted. And it'll move the runners from first and second over to second and third. I'll bring in Evan Cornwell. He swings and hits this one. A grounder to second. Toss to... No, he'll just hold it. Was going to toss to first, but he just held it, and that is going to be an infield-style single and an RBI for Evan Cornwell. Eagles up early, 2-0. That'll bring up Evan Erglovich. Looks at a strike there. Erglovich played in the last game as well. Made some good defensive plays. Starr, the pitch. This one is swung on and fouled away. Starr already hovering around 30 pitches, and we're just in the first inning. Swing and a miss there from Erglovich will end it, though, as Starr manages to get out of it, but not before allowing the Eagles to strike for 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. We head to the second. Back here on the CACC network as we are getting set for the second inning. Eagles up early, 2-0. Jacob Schrage, the pitcher. Roman Keith, the batter, who fouls that one off. Keith has got a .302 average this season with 9 long balls and a astounding 44 RBIs. Schrage, the pitch. This one is ripped into the outfield for a base knock. First hit of the game for Goldie. Well, we'll get on. They look to try to get something going themselves here. They dropped game 1 via walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 9th for their 8th straight loss. That'll bring up Zach Smethers. He's got a .254 average with 20 RBIs. Hits this one into the outfield. Center fielder collects for a routine out. That'll bring up Jake Macy. Struggled in the first game, but this season he's been one of the better hitters in the conference. 367 average and an OPS north of 1,000. That one up and near his head. That'll be a ball, 1-0. Schrage comes into this one with an ERA just over 4.16 in 37 innings of work this season. That one goes way outside towards the backstop. Runner will break for second and get there on the wild pitch. So Keith gets over there, advances to second. And now they have a runner in scoring position with one gone. Schrage getting set. The 2-0. In there for a strike, make it 2-1. So 1 on, 1 out. That one's in there for a strike. Working his way back in this count slowly but surely. Here's the 2-2. One fouled off. Macy stays alive there. So after the foul ball, pitcher sets the 2-2 count. One is low for a ball. Couldn't quite clip the zone there. The pitch. This one is swung on. Hit into shallow right field in foul territory. The first baseman is going to be there to make the play for the out. That'll bring up Brent Williams. 273 on the season for him. 17 RBIs, 2 long balls. That one's in there for a strike. Throw to second. Will end up getting away from them, but he will stay put. This one is fouled away. So with the loss in the last game, Goldey-Beacom now drops to third. They are now in a tie with Post for that third place spot. Jefferson, meanwhile, moves up as the strikeout there from Schrage will end the inning. So no hits, no runs, one hit, no errors. The Eagles lead it. We are heading to the bottom half of this second. Back here on the CACC network as we get set for the home half of the second. Rene Vega, the batter here. And he'll be taking his first cuts of the afternoon. He did not play in game one. Pitch is check swung. Did he go? He did not, so it'll be a ball. The Eagles cheering on his teammate. The pitch to him. Looks at a strike there. Swan is swung on and lifted into center field. The center fielder is there to make the grab for the out. So Vega flies out on his first cuts of the afternoon. That'll bring up Andrew Reimstein. Playing catcher in game two here. He's got a .289 average on the season, 10 RBIs. Look at a ball there, 1-0 to him. Starr nearing 30 pitches entering this inning. He's now eclipsed that. Will be a strike there. We'll see how long he goes. Head coach Tom Riley might not leave him in for 5 innings unless he can settle in. One is outside. Reimstein, a freshman infielder, standing at 5'8", 180 pounds from Sarasota, Florida. He hits this one to short. Toss to first will be in time for the out. Reimstein will ground out there. I'll bring up Il Dolan. Dolan reached on the hit by pitch and then later scored for the Eagles' first run of the ball game. Checks his swing there for a strike. .290 on the season for batting average with 21 RBIs. Does have 2 homers as well. Hits this one sky high and out of play. Dolan, a sophomore from Massachusetts. Bats left, throws right. Pitch from Starr. Swan, a little excuse me swing, ends up in foul territory. Third baseman there to make the grab for the out. So 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles. No hits, no runs, no errors. We played 2, we head to the third. Back here on the CACC Network as we get set for the start of the third. 2-0, the Eagles are leading. Jacob Schrage out there on the hill for Ray Scold's side. The first to greet him in this inning will be Sean Roy, the number 8 hitter for the Lightning. 283 average for him. Coming into the ball game, 8 RBIs. Goldie losers of 8 straight now, 5 on the road. Swing and a miss. They came into the day with 7 straight losses and a second place in the conference and have now moved to third. They are now tied with Post for third in the conference. Jefferson took their spot in second. No other team will be playing today in the CACC, just these two. Jefferson will be playing Dominican tomorrow. Swung on and missed for the punch out. So Schrage starts it off with a K on Roy. Picks up right where he left off, finished the last half inning with a K. And now that'll bring up the center fielder, Trey Mason. Mason comes into this one 216 on the year. 18 RBIs, 2 homers. Schrage so far up to this point, pitching pretty good. 25 is the pitch count as he grounds this one. A short toss to first is in time. Quickly 2 are gone here. That'll bring up the top of the order, Caden Barmer, 0 for 1 today. He popped out to third base his last time. He's got a 267 average with 13 RBIs. Nobody on, 2 outs. That one is upstairs, a ball. That one is inside, kind of jumps out of the way on that one. It'll be 2 balls now. Schrage, the pitch. This one is going to be fouled away. Schrage, a Connecticut native, hails from Stonington, out of Stonington High School. Played with the Connecticut Crush on a travel team. Swing and a miss there. In high school, his fastball velocity maxed out at 84 miles an hour. Slider velo sitting at 72. That's a ball there. And that curveball was sitting at 69. This one is lifted into center on the jump. Can't make the play. So it'll get down for a base hit. So that'll be a single from Barmer. He hits this one into the outfield. Right fielder there to make the grab for the out. So that'll end this inning. Goldie still looking for their first run. We've played 2. We head to the 3rd. Eagles up 2-0. Back here on the CACC network as we get set for the home half of the 3rd. Eagles looking to extend the lead that they've got going here under the lights at Muni. Oh, that one inside. He has to kind of back out of the way on that one. That's Joey Cohen up to bat, 1 for 1 today. Singled and later scored in his last AB. Hits this one sky high in a right field. Right fielder is there to make the play for the out. That'll bring up the Game 1 hero, Manny Contreras, playing DH in Game 2. He was catching in the first game. In Game 2, he's 0 for 1. He popped out in foul territory his last time up. Looks at a ball there, 1-0 to start his at-bat. Light drizzles here in Waterbury. Hopefully that won't pick up as that one is swiped by the second baseman. Sent it over to first for the out. That almost hit the pitcher. That one went right back up the middle. Second baseman was there, though, to swipe it. Contreras grounds out, called a 4-3. That'll bring up the right fielder, Andrew Hartman. Hartman is 1 for 1 with an RBI in Game 2. 336 average for him coming into the ball game. He has 51 RBIs on the season. And he's just been one of the CACC's best at bringing in runs. He hits this one into left field. That's going to get down left center field, actually, and he's going to get in there with a double. Andrew Hartman. How about that from him? Gets himself an extra base knock. That's the first extra base hit of the ball game for the Eagles. For either side, really. That'll bring in Hunter Keller. He comes in and looks at a strike. Keller was the victim of a pitcher unassisted play on a ground ball that was hit softly down that first base line. He ended up getting tagged halfway to first. Keller, a 336 average on the year, 31 RBIs. And he's got a runner in scoring position with 2 gone. This is swung on, popped up. Shortstop is there to scoop it up for the out. So 1 hit, but nothing comes of it. No runs, no errors. They still lead it after 3. Back here on the CACC Network, the 4th inning is getting ready to get underway here, as it'll be Current, the batter. And Joey Current, 0 for 1 today. Schrage pitching pretty good up to this point. 34 pitches tossed. That one's outside for a ball. 2 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, no earned runs, no walks for him up to this point. Meanwhile, Current 0 for 1. He grounded out to shortstop his last time up. 2-0 the count to Current. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. That'll be ball 4. So the first walk surrendered by Jacob Schrage. It'll bring up Roman Keith. He singled and then advanced on a wild pitch, but didn't end up coming up to score in his last AB. Schrage checks over to Current at first. The throw to his battery mate is a little high for a ball. The righty sets the pitch. Oh, that one inside and ends up curving back into the strike zone for a strike. That was a good piece of looking at his curveball. Coming out of high school, that curveball was sitting at 70 on the miles per hour. Checks over at first, Contreras will. No throw. Keith 1 for 1 today. He's got a 302 average on the year, 44 RBIs. Schrage checks over at first. Here's the pitch. Well, that one just upstairs. Man, that missed the zone by just a hair. That'll be a 3-1 count now. Nobody out, 1 on. Schrage looking for a ground ball here. Instead gets a fly ball. Foul territory. Reinstein can't find it. It'll go out of play. 3-2 now. Strikeout or a double play ball here would be the most ideal for the Eagles. I got a feeling Schrage might try to attack the upper inside of the zone, maybe a fastball. Throws the fastball, but it's a little outside. The runner will go. Safe, but he would have been fine anyway as it was a walk. So back-to-back walks surrendered by Schrage. He had 0 walks allowed coming into this inning. Showing bunt. Pulls it back, but a strike anyway. Two on. Nobody out. Shows bunt again. Oh, that one got him. Pulled it back just in time. And now the bases are loaded after the hit by pitch. Smethers gets plunked. That'll load up the bases, and we'll have a visit on the mound in a big spot here. The Eagles trying to make sure that they retain this top 4 spot that they have coming into the ball game. Now currently sitting at tied for third. They would prefer to play the entire tournament here at home. Waterbury will be the host for the CACC tournament this season. But a first round will take place on the higher seeds home turf, which right now, Post would be at Muni the entire tournament. Goldie looking to stay in the top 4. They'd like to play at home in the first round before headed to Muni, should they advance. Right now, hanging on by a thread. Bases loaded, nobody out. One outside. Jake Macy, the batter here. He has not had a good day in Waterbury, but he is one of the better hitters, so at any moment's notice, he could make his presence known. This would be a good spot for him to do so. Looks at a strike there. Schrage sets. The pitch. That one hits the zone. 1-2 now. Schrage looking for the punch out. Be his third of the game if he could do so. The 1-2. Oh, just up. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Gets the punch out there. A big strikeout for Schrage. Well, Schrage picks up and out, and it's in a good spot there. Bases loaded. Gets the punch out. Macy continues his struggles here in Waterbury. Schrage, the pitch. That one is upstairs. It'll be Brent Williams, the batter now. Oh for 1 today with a strikeout. 1 out, bases juiced. He lays off there. It'll be a ball. Bases loaded with Lightning. 1 out, 2-0 the count. The pitch from Schrage. This one is swung on. That's going to get down. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. The throw in from center field is off target, and we are starting over. Brent Williams comes through in a big spot for Goldie. Picks up 2 runs there. Schrage up to this point had been pretty good and is struggling here in the 4th and will look to get out of it. Stop the bleeding from Goldie. Sean Roy, the batter now. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in game 2. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. It'll be 1 another count. 1 gone, 2 on. Schrage checks on the lead run of the pitch. Shows bunt. This is a pretty good bunt. Third baseman Keller fields it, tossed to first. Little off target. They're going to send the runner home. And he will pull in. So on the air, a run scores. Be Trey Mason, the batter now. And there is some action in that Eagles bullpen right now. Dalton Wright, the junior, warming up. So Trey Mason comes on, 1 out, 2 on. Runners on the corners. He's 0 for 1 today. Throw to first. Nothing doing. Another bunt, and another good bunt at that. Keller has some trouble with that again, and another run will come in to score. Now a 2-run lead for Goldey. That'll bring at the top of the order Caden Barmer. The 8th batter to come up this inning. Shows bunt, pulls away, still a strike. 0-1. Barmer 1 for 2 today. He's got a pop out and a single to his name. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Clips the outside of the zone. Swung on it, missed. So a punch out there and a big one at that. Now 2 outs. This will bring up Bobby Stewart. 0 for 2 today. He's the 9th batter of the inning. Will be a ball there, 1-0. Stewart has flown out twice to right field. It's a ball there, throw to first. Then the runner from second will move over to third on the same play. Two and 0. It'll be a balk. So they'll send the runner home. And here comes the skipper. This might be it for Schrage. And it takes one rough inning. come out. Yeah, that'll do it for Schrage. Looks like Wright will be coming in to relieve it. We'll be back shortly. It's a pitching change at Muni. Back here on the CACC network as we have a new pitcher in the ball game for the Eagles. It'll be the right-hander Dalton Wright, a junior standing at 5'10", 190 pounds out of Windsor Locks, Connecticut. And he'll be tasked with shutting down the Lightning as the first pitch. The Lightning see he flown to left, and oh man, on the dive, are you kidding me? Oh wow. What an absolutely amazing diving play from Dolan out in left. What a way to end it. Comes in and immediately gets out of it. Goldie up 5-2. Back here on the CACC network as we get set for the home half of the fourth. The Eagles have allowed 5 runs in that last half inning, and they look to answer back here in this half inning. Evan Cornwell, the batter, with the task to start it off as he swings and hits this one foul territory. First baseman chasing it down, and he will be there to make the grab. It'll be a pop out there. And that'll bring up Evan Erglovich. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. George Starr, the pitcher, still out there for Goldey-Beacom. Erglovich fouls this one off. Swung on and miss. Big cut there. Well, that'll be 0-2 now. This one is lifted. Left field. Shallow left field. Left fielder there to make the grab for the out. So that'll bring up Rene Vega, the second baseman. Vega comes in 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field his last time up. It's a ball there. Starr is out of Franklinville, New Jersey. He's a 2024 grad. And his fastball was clocked at 85 miles an hour in high school. Right now, he's hit the half-century mark, sitting at 50 pitches on the day. Pitch to Vega. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Post trailing by 3. Vega, 214 average on the year. He's got 12 RBIs. And he scored 14 runs. 1-2 the count to him. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Dropped third strike. Tossed to first. Will be in time to get the out. So 1-2-3 go the Eagles. No runs on no hits and no errors. We head to the next half inning. Eagles trail by 3. Back here on the CACC Network as we get set for the top of the fifth. Through four, the Lightning of Goldey-Beacom have a 3-run lead, courtesy of all 5 runs coming in the fourth. Eagles scored 2 in the first, have not been able to do so since. Both teams had 4 hits apiece. Joey Curran, the batter, 0 for 1 today. He's got a walk as well. Looks at a ball upstairs, 1-0. Well, Dalton Wright, he comes into this one 1.8 on the earned run average with 11 innings of work. This will be his second out of relief. First full inning as he looks at a strike there. Pitch to Curran. Lays off. It'll be a ball. Curran comes into this one 261 average, 22 RBIs, 3 home runs on the year. Pitch to him. Be outside. 3-1 now the count. Curran hits this one into left field. Tracking it down is Dolan. He's there to make the grab for the out. So after the flyout, that'll bring up Roman Keith, the left fielder and cleanup hitter. Set a ball there. Keith 1 for 1 with a walk. Shows a bunt right back to right. Throw to first a little off. It'll be still an out. You must have stepped on first just in time. From my angle, a little tough to tell. A 2 away now. Good play there from the first baseman. Zach Smethers, the batter now, 0 for 1 today. Lifts this one into center field on the run. It's going to end up getting down, so that'll be a base knock there with 2 outs. That'll bring up Jake Macy. He struggled in Waterbury today. And in this game, he has popped out and struck out. Looks over on the runner at first. Nothing going on. Macy 0 for 2 with a strikeout and that pop out. 367 on the season, though. 37 RBIs. Looks at a ball upstairs. The 1-0. Oh, that one inside. Leans out of the way. It'll be 2-0 now. Macy, a sophomore, plays catcher and infield. And he bats right and throws right. Runner goes. That's fouled off. Macy hails from Smyrna, Delaware, standing at 6 foot on the dot, 200 pounds. Right throws to first, nothing going on. This one is lined in the left field. That'll get down. It'll be a single there for Macy. So he ends up getting aboard his first hit of the ball game. And it'll actually also be his first hit of the day. It's 0 hits in game 1. Well, Macy able to break the streak. And that'll bring up Brent Williams. Williams is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Looks at a ball there. He singled and later scored in his last debut. He also struck out in the second. Right, the pitch. This one is swung on. It gets by the shortstop. Now they're going to round third, head home. Toss to Reimstein is off target. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold the other runner at third. And now Goldey-Beacom extends their lead. They've scored 6 straight unanswered. I'll bring up Sean Roy, and we will have a visit on the mound. The skipper, Ray Skold, will come over and check on his pitcher. We might see a change here, and we will. We have a call from the bullpen. So a new pitcher will come into the ball game. That'll do it for Wright. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. Back here on the CACC Network, the pitching change in effect will be J.J. Roberts, the freshman righty from Utica, New York, out of Whitesboro High School. Comes into this one a 13.5 earned run average as that one is swung on and hit into the outfield. A base knock will score 2 runs there. So immediately comes in, and 2 runs come across the scoreboard. Goldey. That's their 3rd run of the inning. They have now scored 8 unanswered. That'll bring up Trey Mason, the 9-hole hitter. Shows bunt, pulls back. Ramstein checking over at first, make sure that runner stays put. Runner goes, pitch a ball, toss to second. Will be a little off target. So he'll be safe. Pick up a stolen bag there. Goldie, one of the better stealing teams in the conference. They came into this one with the 2nd most stolen bases in the conference. They had 126 entering the day. Swung on and missed, or a strike there. Mason 1 for 2 today. He's got an RBI. 216 average. 18 RBIs. He's the 9-hole hitter. Runner goes. Pitch a strike. Toss to third. It'll be not in time. Another stolen base. So he hits a single, then he steals second, then he steals third, and now is just 90 feet from home. That is swung on and fouled away. 1 on, 2 outs. 2-2 the count to the 9-hole hitter, Trey Mason. Roberts sets the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Foul territory. And out of play. Runner leads off third. 2-2 the count. The pitch. This one is lifted, foul. Mason staying alive here. Mason is a junior outfielder, standing at 6'5", 175 pounds, hailing out of Germantown, Maryland. The 2-2 to him. Outside for a ball. Good job by Ramstein keeping that one from going back to the backstop. Runner will for sure break to the plate if that happens. So 5 runs in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th. And Goldie has a lead. The payoff pitch. That one ripped to third. Keller, how about that for reaction time? Keller grabs that one out of the air to end the inning, but not before the Lightning strike for 3 runs. They lead it 8-2. Back here on the CACC network here in the home half of the fifth. Andrew Reimstein, the batter here, 0 for 1 today. They're down 8-2 right now. They currently hold a share of third in the conference with Goldey-Beacom. 19-11, both teams in conference play. Both of them trailing Jefferson right now, sitting at 19-10. Swing and a miss there, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Reimstein. While Jefferson was supposed to play today, they did not because of weather. They will play again tomorrow against Dominican. And so right now, a good chance for Post to move up into second. If they can manage to pick up a win here, if they can come back, they will hold second place in the conference. Grounded to third, throw to first is in time for the out. So quickly, 2 are gone here. That'll bring up Joey Cohen. Cohen, the 2-hole hitter. He is 1 for 2 today. Lifts this one into foul territory, and play is made, so it'll be a foul ball. Right fielder tried to track that one down. Couldn't quite get there. Cohen looks at a strike there, 0-2 now. Nobody on, 2 outs. Cohen, a 286 average on the year, 19 RBIs. Looks at a called third strike, and 1, 2, 3 go the Eagles. Through 5 now, 8-2 the score. Back here on the CACC network here in the 6th inning. The Eagles down right now. They look to hold off the Lightning of Goldey-Beacom. 8-2 your score. They have scored 8 unanswered. Caden Barmer, your batter here as we started off the leadoff hitter for the Lightning today. Get us kicked off for the 6th. Barmer 1 for 3 today. Looks at a ball there. Barmer has singled, popped out, and struck out today. In there for a strike. 2-1 the count. That one is in there for a strike. 2-2. Barmer, a 267 average coming into this ball game as he hits this one foul. He has 13 RBIs as well. 2 homers. Roberts working on his second inning of relief. Roberts, a 3-year varsity letterman and team captain in high school. This one is flown to center. On the run, center fielder makes the grab for the out. So Barmer starts off with a fly out. It steps in the 2-hole hitter for the Lightning. Be Bobby Stewart. Pitch to Stewart. Outside 1-0. The 1-0. Make it 2-0. Stewart has flown out 3 times today. Grounds this one to third. Toss to first is in time for the out. 2 gone now. Scored 5-3. That'll bring up Joey Current. Current 0 for 2 today with a walk. Flew out his last at-bat. He also grounded out to shortstop, but in his second at-bat in the 4th inning, he walked and later scored. Right down Main Street, a strike there. Here's the 0-1. In there, 0-2 now. Roberts looking to get out of the inning. Two out, nobody on. 0-2 the count. Ooh, that one high. One and two now. Got him looking. Backwards K to end the inning. And the Lightning go down. 1, 2, 3. No runs on no hits, no errors. We move to the next half inning. Back here on the CACC network as we get ready for the home half of the sixth. Manny Contreras, the batter here. He was the hero in game one, hit the walk-off. His only hit of that ball game, and it couldn't have come at a better time. He's had a strike here. Contreras 0 for 2 today. Well, he'll look to get the rally started for Post here in the sixth. Swings and misses at that one, now 0-2. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled off. Starr still out there for Goldey-Beacom. Apart from that first inning hiccup, he's been pretty solid since. Swing and a miss. Gets him on the punch out, so Contreras goes down for the third time in the ball game. And I'll bring up Andrew Hartman. A ball there. Hardman 2 for 2 with an RBI in this ball game. Continues his hot hitting. Been doing pretty well as of late. One of the CACC's better hitters in recent history. Looks at a strike there. .336 average on the season, 51 RBIs. Hits this one back up the middle on a slide. Can't make the play. Well, he'll be safe at first. How about that from Hartman? That'll bring up Hunter Keller. Graduate is 0 for 2 today. Looking to change that. That one is outside. Pitch. Swung on, lifted into right field. Right fielder is there to make the grab for the out. Well, 2 gone now. Will be Evan Cornwell, the batter here. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. That one is outside. Cornwell, 309 average, 28 RBIs on the year. Cornwell, graduate. Looks at a strike there. Stands at 5'9", 170 pounds. He's a switch hitter. Batting left. He's from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. Swings and misses there. So 1-2 to count. 2 outs, 1 on. Here in the home half of the sixth. Right back up to the pitcher who gets it on the line out. Oh, man, Starr is feeling excited out there after that play. Lines it right back to him to make the out. So they leave a runner stranded. No runs, no errors. Eagles trailing still 8-2. Back here on the CACC network as we get set for the 7th inning. Norman Keith, the batter here, he is 1 for 2 today with a walk. J.J. Roberts still out there in relief. Comes back out for another inning. It's the pitch to Keith. It's a ball. Keith, the batting average just sitting over 300, sitting at 302. Looks at a ball there. That one is low. Well, ball 4 when he walks him. So that'll bring up Zach Smethers. He's 1 for 2 today. Swings in, hits this one into the outfield on a ground ball. Throw to third, not in time, so he gets a single and advances to second on the same play. Keith moves all the way up to third on that one. And it steps in Jake Macy. We'll have a visit on the mound. And we will have a pitching change. So Royce Gold will go to the bullpen once again for the Eagles. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and tell you all about it. back here on the CACC Network. The new pitcher in the ball game will be the right-handed freshman Kyle Connolly, sitting at 6 foot on the dot, 175, and he hails from Shirley, New York on Long Island. This one is swung on and hit, fouled off. Jake Macy, the batter here, he's 1 for 3 today. He's got 1 hit in both games combined. He was 0 for 4 in the first game. Make him a combined 1 for 7 through both games up to this point. One is a little upstairs. Macy came into this one of the better hitters in the conference, definitely one of their strongest hitters on Goldey-Beacom, but something about Waterbury has held him at bay. That one does not find the zone. Be a ball. The 2-1. That one is outside, 3-1. Nobody out. 2 on. Here in the top of the 7th. Here comes Reimstein. He's going to come talk to his battery mate. Try to calm the nerves down. Talk him through this. Connolly sits. The 3-1. Lifted, foul, and out of play. 3-2. That one does not find the zone, so ball 4. That will load up the bases here. Still nobody out. A good spot for Goldie to pick up some extra runs. Well, 8 steps in, Brent Williams. Lays off for a ball. Williams back-to-back singles in his last 2 at-bats. Started the game with a punch-out in the second inning. He's also got 3 RBIs on the day. And a chance at a few more here. Goldey-Beacom has played well in Game 2 despite losing their last 8 and only winning 1 conference game on the road this season. One is up and in for a ball. The Lightning up to this point have struggled in the recent play, losing 5 straight on the road. And entering tournament time, man, I mean, it's all about being hot. Just had a strike there. They still have a few games left on their schedule, so they want to try to take this time and maybe start to pick something up before the first round of the tournament commences. Upstairs. Well, that will walk in a run. And now Goldey-Beacom has picked up their 9th run of the ball game. 9-2 now the score. That'll bring up Sean Roy. Ooh, that one inside almost gets him. It does get him. Umpire is going to say, take your base, so hit by pitch will score another run. Make it 10-2. And here comes head coach Ray Skold. He's pointing towards the bullpen. We're going to have another pitching change here for the Eagles. We'll take a break, come back, tell you all about it. Back here on the CACC Network, the new pitcher on the mound for the Eagles will be Michael Fletcher Jr., the 6'1" East Haven, Connecticut native, will come in with the bases loaded. Oh, and he'll balk. So it'll be a balk and a run scores. Lost his footing just a little bit on that mound. Comes in and is going to try to help these Eagles get out of this one. Trey Mason up to bat. Nobody out still. One is inside a ball. 11-2 your score now. That's a ball there. Mason has grounded out, singled, and lined out today. He's also got an RBI. He's had a strike there. On deck, the top of the order in Caden Barmer. Look at a ball there. So Mason will be walked, and the bases are back to loaded with still nobody away here. That'll bring on the top of the order Caden Barmer, 1 for 4 today. And he does have a strikeout, as well as a single, a pop out, and a fly out. That's a strike in there. Oh, and 2 the count. So that one is fouled off. Foul. This one is swung on. Left field. Foul territory. On the run. Cannot make the play. Well, good effort there. Bases loaded. Nobody out. That one is high. Fletcher Jr., a graduate of Eli Whitney Tech. He was a 2-time team captain and played baseball and basketball in high school. This one is lifted left field. Dolan on the run. Can't make the play. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. Rounding third and headed home will be the second run there. Throwing to third was not in time, so 2 come in to score off of that hit. And that'll bring up Bobby Stewart. Stewart 0 for 4, 3 flyouts, and a ground out. Looks at a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Fletcher sets the pitch. Oh, that one inside. Pass ball. That'll score a run. So Barmer advances to third on the play, and Mason comes across to score. And they take a 12-run lead. Here's the pitch. That one grounded to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. The run does come in to score 15-2. Current is the 9th batter of the inning. Looks at a ball there. Current has grounded out, walked, and then scored, flown out, and struck out today. That one is outside. A clean slate here for the Eagles now. Nobody on base. One away. Fletcher, the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike. 2-2 now. Waiting on deck is Roman Keith. He started this inning with a walk. That one he doesn't find the zone, make it 3-2 now. These two teams will face off Sunday at 1 Eastern, and that'll be in Wilmington. That one fouled off. It'll be a 9-inning game at the home of Goldey-Beacom. That will be the second to last game for Post. They'll come back home for one last regular season game, Tuesday, April the 28th, against the University of Bridgeport. That one is swung on and missed, so the strikeout for Fletcher. Picks up his first career strikeout. That'll bring up Roman Keith. Keith walked his last time up. Swings and hits this one into the stands. It'll be foul. Goldey-Beacom will play against Wilmington on Tuesday. That'll be a home game. Played at Doyle Field. That'll be Tuesday, 2 p.m. That'll be their final conference and regular season game. That one is inside, and it actually hits him, so hit by pitch for Keith as the Lightning have batted around here. That'll bring up Zach Smethers. Strike there. Smethers 2 for 3 today. One is upstairs. 1-1. 2 outs, 1 on. 15-2 your score. Gets away from Reimstein. Get 2-1. Checks his swing there. That'll be a strike. Fouls this one away. Smethers at 254 average with 20 RBIs entering this game. 5 long balls on the year. Grounds this one ashore. Flips to second for the force out to end the inning. But not before the Lightning score 7. Back here on the CACC network, as it'll be Evan Erglovich, the batter here. Eagles have a tall task ahead of them if they want to come back. 15-2 your score. Did he go? He did not. This one is fouled off. This one on and missed. Grounded back to the pitcher, tossed to first in time for the out. Be Rene Vega, the batter now. Berto Cantalini, the batter on deck, the pinch hitter. Big 0 for 2 today. This one is fouled off. 1-1 the count. George Starr still out there for Goldey-Beacom. He started this game, and they're going to let him finish the game. Ball there. Oh, and that actually hit him. Hit him right on the elbow guard. Heard the pop from up here in the press box. Well, he'll take his base. And that'll bring up Alberto Cantalini. Cantalini, a junior infielder out of Torrington, Connecticut. He's a transfer from the NCAA Division III Mitchell College. Looks at a strike there. Cantalini, a .429 average in only 7 at-bats. 3 hits. One just outside. He tried to hold it. Catcher wanted to frame it for a strike, but the umpire wasn't seeing any of it. Two and one the count. Oh, that one inside. Thought it hit him. It did not. Hit off the catcher, though. The runner from first will move on to second. And they'll pull him back. They're actually going to say foul ball. So 2 and 2. Oh, and outside, make it 3 and 2. Well, that'll be a walk there. That's fine. Two runners on, 1 out. Starr is matching his longest start of the year here. 7 innings is the longest he's gone on the season. Did that on March 21st, 2026. He had 7 innings pitched in that one. Working on finishing this one. Approaching 90 pitches here. He's got 5 strikeouts, 2 shy of a season high. As Chris Green Typhus will look at a strike. Be strike 2. Call him a strike 3, so punch out there. And that brings Starr 1 shy of a season high. The 2 outs now. Runner on first and second. This will be Will Bethea. He grounds this one to short. Shortstop has trouble with it, so everybody's going to be safe. And now the bases are loaded here. 2 gone. That's going to bring up the designated hitter in today's ball game, Manny Contreras. And Contreras, with the bases loaded, will maybe try to get something going here for the Eagles with 2 outs. A little 2-out rally. Contreras is 0 for 3 in the second ball game. He's the walk-off hero in game 1. 1-0 the count to him. Lifts this one up. Back behind the backstop. The catcher is going to be there to make the grab. And that'll do it for the ball game. So the Lightning able to split the 2-game set with the Eagles as both teams will now sit in the top 4 still. 2-game split. They'll both play again, one more on Sunday before both of them play their final regular season game on Tuesday. All those are conference games that you'll catch on the CACC network. Tough matchup indeed. They're still finding their footing in seeding-wise. Right now, they still hold top 4 spots. So both teams, as of right now, will host in the first round. Post looking to try to clinch up that top 4 seed so they can make sure that they'll play at home throughout the entire conference tournament. Well, they split this ball game between Goldey-Beacom Lightning, 15-2, your final score. Game 2. Post-game interviews coming up next. Back here on the CACC Network with Logan Pulitano. Logan, you were the winner in Game 1. You pitched a couple innings, had a couple of strikeouts. Tell me what was working with you for the relief.
I think what worked for me the best today was definitely having command of 2 pitches, because as a reliever in this league, you got to be able to have your fastball and at least 1 breaking ball. So I just tried my best to just command them in the zone for like 0-0 strikes, like early in the count. And then so by the time it came to, I got to get a swing and miss, try to set up one down in the dirt, and then come back again back in the zone or challenge them with a fastball. So that, like, my mindset just the whole game was just like first pitch, breaking ball, first strike. So then I have a lot to work with the rest of my pitches.
Yeah, and like I said, you had a couple of strikeouts, and you were able to kind of get out of some jams. Is there a certain mentality you have when you come into those situations where it's tight ball game, not a lot of runs on either side? Is there something you think about, or is you just kind of roll with the pace?
Yeah, like I like to tell myself when I warm up, like, I'm going to go out there and dominate. I'm going to leave it all on the line for my guys and my team. But, I mean, yeah, you're right. That first inning was pretty sketchy. Second and third, nobody out. So I was just like, I'm just going to leave it all out here right now, and then whatever happens, happens.
Well, you definitely left it all out there. You guys were able to scrape away with a win. And you guys kind of pounced around the standings today. Still holding the top 4 spot. You guys would like to clinch a top 4 spot so you could stay at Muni the whole way home. You got a big game coming up against Goldie, one more. Talk about that game a little bit, but also the last game you'll have here on Tuesday against Bridgeport.
Yeah, big game tomorrow. In terms of the standings, if we can win, it'll definitely help us clinch home field advantage for the playoffs. And it's never fun when you got to go play a playoff game and go on the road, get on the bus for 2, 4, 5 hours, whatever it is. So, yeah, we got a big game going up there. We got Hector on the mound. He's going to go out there, do his thing, and our bullpen's going to back him up with just challenging hitters and doing the best they can. And then Tuesday, we just want to end the season right, get a nice W, so we have a lot of momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and we mentioned already, you guys are hosting here at Muni. What does it mean to be able to play here and have really a home field advantage no matter what? Just all the way through if you guys were to go all the way.
Man, it's awesome. Like, we get to stay here the whole time. I get to sleep in my own bed, get nice rest. But nothing's better than playing on a field that that you've been playing on all season, that nobody knows it better than you do. You have all the advantages, whether you're a hitter in the batter's box, defense, pitchers on the mound. Nobody knows your own field better than you do. So it's definitely very nice to be able to do that this year.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Logan. Great game from you today, man.
Thank you.
All right, back here with Manny Contreras. And Manny had a kind of rough day today, but you were the walk-off hero. Take me through that at-bat in Game 1 where it's high pressure, right? And you were able to lift it into left field just right there. Just take me through that whole at-bat.
I mean, that was the key point on that moment, like just be calm and patient, looking for one pitch. It was like a long at-bat. I got into it 3-2. So at that moment, I was just looking for like ball in the middle and try to hit it hard.
And you've been obviously a pretty good hitter all season long, batting average over 350. What is the plate approach that you have going in there that's been able to keep you so successful all season long?
You're just trying to hit like everything is around the zone and try to not swing at the pitches like at breaking balls at the beginning of the count, just looking for fastballs. And then after I got 2 strikes, like try to everything close.
And you've got some big games coming up. We talked with Logan a little bit about it. Just talk to me about kind of the mentality for you guys, and you especially because you're a catcher, and you got to work with these starters and these relievers. Just talk about a little bit the mentality going into these next 2 games.
I mean, for me, just bring the confidence to the starters and the relievers so they can really make a good job in the field and try to win.
And is there anything you guys work with in practice that you guys talk about in these high-pressure scenarios? Obviously, you were catching the entirety of Game 1, and it was a close game. You say anything to your pitchers in those spots to keep them calm?
Hell yeah. We just, like, in those moments that your heart is, like, actually going up, you just, like, step off, like, breathe, know what you got to do, and just execute it.
Right on. And you, of course, will be hosting here. No matter what, you guys will obviously hope to, clinch so that first round you'll be hosting. But either way, you guys will host the rest of the way. Talk about what it means to be able to play here each and every day should you guys make a long run.
It just actually bring confidence to us because we know the field, we know like how we do it. Like actually the dimension on this field is like really different to the others. So that actually bring confidence to the pitchers too. Like, okay, I can throw strikes. I know a fly ball won't get over here. But
well, Manny, thank you so much for talking with us. Great game from you and the guys.
yeah.
And good luck on the way in the next 2 games.
Thank you so much.
From all of us here at the CACC Network, we have Jeremiah